the ESI Africa studio, broadcasting from the Future Energy East Africa Conference. Today I'm speaking with Robert Mubiru, who is the Distribution Manager Expert at the Energy Utility Corporation Limited in Rwanda.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Robert, for joining us.
Thank you very much.
Robert, you've been speaking here at the conference on, you've done a presentation or you're sitting on a panel.
Yes.
And discussing various issues around the East Africa region.
Yes.
So one of the things I think that did come up were looking at measures that utilities can introduce to expand revenue streams.
Mm.
So can you tell us what are your ideas around that?
To expand revenue streams. First and foremost, there are the complementary businesses that can be done in terms of using OPGW to provide communication for the utility and for the public, and that's a very, very good revenue stream in most utilities. Other ways of expanding revenue streams is offering add-on services for industries that have power installations, major power installations, but may not necessarily want to cater maintenance, repair, installation type things, and you create like a business unit that offers those services to heavy industry and others. Another way is to get into network expansion and development and access and provide services and compete for bids and things like that. So there are many ways that especially in Africa, where the access agenda is still really moving very, very fast.
So the utility of the future is going to look very different.
Yes.
And they have to innovate.
Yes, definitely.
So this brings me then to the question around the role of analytics in helping utilities to reduce losses.
Okay. First and foremost, loss reduction, as I always say, it's about energy. You have to chase your energy. First of all, you have to know where it is. You have to know where it's going. You have to know how much is being used, and therefore how much is being lost. And that means you have to put a whole lot of metering and sensors all around. Now, when most of the equipment that you have nowadays brings in a lot of data, and near real time or in batches with many different parameters coming in all at the same time from thousands of. So you end up with lots of data, and you need to make sense of this data because you need to prioritize. That's where analytics helps in terms of creating priority of actions, applying your resources for the biggest bang for your buck, and trying to move away from reactive response to loss reduction to fact-based, most effective initiatives. And we can go on and on, but the main point is that analytics helps you manage your resources more efficiently and focus on the activities that are going to give you the biggest return for your loss reduction.
Yeah. So we also see a changing dynamic in terms of the type of person that works at a utility.
Yes.
They have a different skill set.
Oh yes, well the nuts and bolts of a utility will not go away. But because of the introduction of IT and systems and what they're calling the digital company nowadays, so you're going to have a lot more of people analyzing data, and the nuts and bolts going to be more of an outsourced function that the utility calls upon when they're expanding or repairing. But the decisions will be driven from a data perspective, data analytics perspective.
So this data is coming from advanced metering. So advanced metering as a solution, what should utilities be looking out for?
Metering, first of all, in principle, you should apply metering based on the revenue stream per node. So I would not put an advanced meter at an entry-level single-phase customer who's rural, because I'm not going to get so much money out of it, and I'm not so worried about the amount of energy that's being used or even lost at that place. So I would focus advanced metering and other similar technologies at the larger, higher-end customers, who in a utility tend to be between 5 to 2% of the customer base, but they tend to use between 60 and 75% of the energy. So basically it's the operator, again focusing that technology that can give you that quick response, that more in-depth analysis and knowledge about what's going on with that customer. at that level. And I'd work it down step by step. I keep on, tightening, locking it up, and moving to the next level downwards, up to a point when it doesn't make financial sensitive. Yes.
Robert, thank you so much for sharing that with us, and I look forward to seeing the utility of the future.
Yeah, that will be very exciting.
Thank you for watching.